This conference will now be recorded.
All right. Well, good evening. This is December 10th. It is 4:37 p.m. and we're calling the City of Kingston Board of Ethics meeting to order. The first thing on our agenda is listed as the review of the minutes from the November 5th meeting. And if you'd like, we could table that until the last person shows up, or we can address that now. Any thoughts on that, Jackie? Or
I'm
Dan?
fine with addressing now only because it was already sent to
Right.
everyone.
Okay.
I've reviewed the minutes. I'm fine discussing them now.
Okay. So is there any discussion on the minutes or suggested amendments or corrections?
I don't have any. This is
You
Jack.
don't have any? You don't have any? All right. So would there be a motion to
This is
accept
Jack.
them?
Make a motion to accept it.
And
I'll second that.
you second it, Dana seconds it. All right, and all in favor? Aye,
Aye.
and Dana, right?
Yeah, I said aye.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I couldn't hear. So all three voted to accept the minutes. On old business, um, there were a couple of outstanding, I'm trying to get this to share. A couple of outstanding financial disclosure statements. I believe there were three. I contacted the mayor's office. They have a number for one. Well, I believe they were trying to reach the others also. Was there any response to that, Jackie?
Yes, we got two of them turned in. I think there's just one outstanding at this point.
Okay, thank you. I hadn't heard, so I'm glad to hear that happened. And I want to note that I don't know that it's of any importance, but that none of the outstanding disclosures were for employees of the city. That is correct, right?
Yes.
So, and that's we certainly want to shoot for 100%, not this 99.2, but or whatever it is. But all the employees were in conformance before our last meeting.
Yes.
So we have, I see on the agenda, we have complaints. The last numbers are 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And these are against employees or officials of the city.
Correct.
And okay. So possible disciplinary action would be, or employee relations action would be done in an executive session, and which we would go into to discuss any of them. Do we want? What I'm seeing on here is there's a couple of other things. If it's all right that I go to them before we go to an executive session.
Sure.
Okay. So under new business, I don't know if there is anything that's outstanding or fresh in your mind. Jackie or Dana?
No.
No. All right. And then it says review complaints tabled at the last meeting. Are they included in that list?
Yes,
Okay. So they're not in addition to that, which is good.
no.
And then the other thing for new business is the annual report to the mayor. And is there a due date on that?
There
Or is
is.
it, or
Can't
is it
recall.
after the new year? We would wait for this year to expire, I would think, before we would.
Yeah, it's either December 15th or January 15th.
Okay. Can you send out an email letting us know at some point? Um, maybe if we have last year's.
Okay.
And then uh, so I guess the next would be to explore going into an executive session to discuss the specific complaints and cases against employees and or officials of the city.
Correct.
Is there any movement on that?
I'll make a motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel matters.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. So all in favor? Aye.
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 So all three present board members are in favor. Um, Jackie, can you send um, an access number to all of us again? I know you did it for the executive session.
You didn't get the email yesterday?
Well, I have many. That's not the invitation, right?
No. There's a separate email yesterday at 1:58.
158. Let me look.
I'll text it now.
Okay. All right. So a unanimous decision to go into executive session, and once we complete um, the discussions in executive session, we'll vote our way out of executive session and come back to the public meeting.
Yes, so we need to turn off our cameras, mute it, and I will stop recording.
Okay.
This conference will now be recorded.
Good day, all. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, so the City of Kingston Board of Ethics was in an executive session exploring some complaints. If any have been resolved, a letter will as they get resolved and when they get resolved, a letter will be sent explaining a resolution to the complainants as well as the person to whom the complaint may have been filed against. We will be scheduling an ethics board meeting to review any outstanding complaints or any new complaints that come before the board in the near future, and there'll be notice given. How long is the notice, Jackie? A week?
A week.
Okay. And with that said, are there any motions? Any further discussion on the board or any motions?
I don't have any.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I don't have any.
Okay. All right. Mr. Decker or Dana?
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Okay. Any second?
I second it.
In favor? Aye.
Aye.
Alan, just
Oh,
one question
yes.
before we adjourn. I was late, obviously, earlier. Have we reviewed the 3 outstanding disclosures?
We haven't reviewed them. Jackie received 2 of them,
Yep.
2 of the 3, and is going to look at them. It's difficult now because we're not allowed into City Hall
Right.
to
Okay.
look at them. So I would think
Still have one.
that Jackie look at them and okay them, and or if there's a need, email them.
I didn't see any issues, so the 2
Okay.
that came in, they look fine.
And the one outstanding one, can we generate a letter or another contact to that person?
Yes.
Again, I want to say that, Mike, you weren't here, but all of the employees did produce their disclosures prior to our last meeting. So these are volunteers or people volunteering in the community, but they still need
Right.
to put the disclosures in.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Move forward to close.
move forward to close. And Jackie, you opened. You made the motion.
Dana made the motion, I seconded.
You second it, and we're all in favor. So,
Aye.
aye. So I guess we'll see you all at our next meeting.
Yes.
And Jackie, if you could send me those things, I'd appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay. All
You guys have a
right.
happy holiday if we don't have a meeting before then. And
Yes. Happy
So,
holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Boxing Day, and enjoy every day. You guys, and I really appreciate all the work you're doing. I know this is tedious, as I said, and difficult and heart-wrenching at times, and I do appreciate your involvement in it, as well as our callers or our other virtual people. Thank you for your dedication and care and concern for the community, and I wish you all well. Bye bye.